Good morning YouTube and welcome back. Today we're going to be installing a fish finder on the Hammerhead Kayaks bull shark. Y'all stick around. I had mentioned in one of the videos that I've done on the bull shark so far that the kayak was transducer ready, and here's the transducer well. I've got a Garmin Striker 5, a battery, and a Yak Attack fish finder mount, and we're going to install it and see how everything works out on it. Now, I was thinking that I had never installed a fish finder on a kayak before, but the more I thought about it, I think I've never installed a fish finder on anything before. I've used them plenty of times, but they were always already installed or I had them installed. So looking at the manual for the fish finder, this should be a fairly straightforward and easy install. And let's jump right into it. I've got two screwdrivers, a number 2 and a number 3 Phillips. And we'll use the number 3 to take these screws off of the transducer shield. Now all of these screws have riv nuts underneath them, so you don't have to drill any holes in the kayak. There's a scupper hole inside the transducer well for the wiring to run through, and like I said, the bolts screw down into riv nuts that are already set in the kayak. Pull the shield off. Okay, so looking inside, you can see it's plenty big enough for pretty much any transducer you want to put in there. It's got the 2 riv nuts right up here already installed for the mount to attach to the kayak, and then the scupper hole for the wiring to run through. So let's get into it and see how we do with it. Okay, so I've taken the top plate off of the transducer and I've installed the part of the mount that goes onto the transducer. The other half of the mount is here. This is what will actually screw into the kayak in the transducer well there, and it's just 2 bolts. The screws that actually came with the fish finder were screws intended to sink into the transom of a fiberglass or a wood boat. So I've replaced those with bolts or machine screws that will fit into the riv nuts. These are 6mm and I don't know, maybe 18 or 20 millimeters long, something like that. But also a number 3 Phillips head. So we'll get the top half of the mount installed, and I'll be right back with you. So there's the mount installed, and those 2 screws just tighten right down in there and line it up. You line it up as you go in, and they just tighten right down and holds the mount in place, and it's very firm, very secure. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is attach this part of the mount to the part that's screwed in, and at the same time we'll be feeding the cord through the scupper hole. Okay, I told y'all I had never done this before, so I figured out immediately that I wasn't going to have enough room to put the bolt through to attach the 2 pieces of the mount together. So I had to take this piece back out, attach them, and then put it back and screw it back in. But that's the transducer installed. Everything is firm. It's level with the top piece of the mount there, so we're ready to put the shielding back on, and then we'll flip the kayak over and finish up on the other side there. Okay, we've got the kayak right side up again. You can see here where the wire comes up through the scupper hole. I've got all the excess wire bundled up again, run under the seat, up along the side of the kayak, and I think I'm going to mount the fish finder here on this starboard side track, and we'll get that done, and I'll be right back with you. I got to get that mount out and get it put on there, and then we should be ready to start hooking things up. Okay, the gear tracks on the Bull Shark have some accessory nuts already in them. So what I'm going to do is to pull those out and install the fish finder in front of them. And slide this all the way forward. Lock that mount down. We'll put the accessory nuts back in. And we'll replace the end cap. Holds those nuts in place. There we go. Now I'll take this off and mount it onto the mount for the head unit for the fish finder, and we should be in business and ready to start wiring things up after that. Okay, so I thought I was going to get away with doing the entire install with just a number 2 and a number 3 Phillips screwdriver, but the mounting screws that attach the fish finder mount to the yak attack mount were Allen head, so I had to get an Allen wrench. But anyway, there it is, all installed, and we're just ready to wire it up now and see how it works. And there it is. Wiring it up was easy. The transducer cable and the power cable have plugs that go into the back of the head unit, and hooking it up to the battery is red to red and black to black. And we've got the demo mode running now. Maybe a lot of reflection from the background in the screen, but everything seems to be running about like it should. I can't wait to get it on the water and try it out. Well, that's what I got for you today. It was a real easy install. I hope you enjoyed it, and get out and try one yourself sometime. I picked this Striker 5 up used for like $100, and then the battery was another, I think it was like 20 bucks or something like that, 30 bucks, and that was it. Everything you needed and good to go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.